First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this is your brother Dewaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And the other night I sit up here and watched this movie called Bionics. And as you see, it says Bionicos. This movie was filmed in Brazil, and it is English dubbed. They do speak in Latin, but it's English dubbed, so they speaking in English. But when you look when you look at the movie, there are a lot of parts in it that do have subtitles. So, but the movie is a good movie. It is in English, it's dubbed over, but it's really a good movie. And I'm just gonna give you a little of the plot of the movie. So, the movie takes place in 2035, where athletes, like real natural athletes, are obsolete. You got bionic athletes who got bionic arms, bionic legs, and there's two sisters. And right off the bat, brothers, when you look at this movie, it has some women worship in it. So if you can get past that, but the main part of this movie is it shows you the M to the O to the T to the B. This got Revelation 13 all in it, all up in it. And it also got, how E, how E just how E and Eve has this, how can I say, relationship. It shows that too, man. These damn devils, man, and Eve, man. Now, even though when you look at this young lady right here, she looks like a Judite woman, but she's actually from the northern tribe. So, but either way it goes, hey, I advise brothers just to take a look at the movie. It's not bad. It's actually pretty decent. I only got through maybe an hour and some change of the movie because I ended up was like, man, I got to do I want to do a lesson on it. I didn't look at the whole thing, so I might end up doing a part 2 to this. But I just want to sit up here and talk about just really how Eve is always being manipulated, how these devils always manipulating our women, man. Always manipulating you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, especially you Judites. But in this particular one, it's the northern tribe. But either way it goes, I'm going to sit up here and grab a few scriptures on it. I'll sit up here and invite his brothers to take a look at it. I'm not going to sit up here and actually talk about the movie per se, but I'm going to sit up here and say that it has a lot of Revelations 13 in it. 13 and 16 in it, especially as far as involving the metal stamp. Now, as far as the buying and selling, that's one thing. But as far as the lying wonders, that's another thing, man. And a lot of people going to be taken by those lying wonders, man. A lot of people going to be taken by them lying wonders. You're going to have a lot of people lining up, especially if, with the fact of, hey, they can sit up here and read better. They can sit up here and improve their mind if they get this and get that. They get some people who ain't got limbs and all this other stuff, make them smarter. A lot of people going to get got when that time comes, man. They're going to get got, and it's going to be to their destruction. But with that, man, the first thing I wanted to sit up here and get was Genesis. Because it just lets you know, man, how our women, man, our women just insane. But this is Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. So now we're going to get that word subtle real quick. And if you look up that word subtle, it means, it's Strong's H6175, and that's Irawam. Hopefully I'm saying it right. And if you look at Bible usages, this means subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, crafty, prudent. But that means that these devils were slick, man. They were slick, They were cunning. They used a lot of trickery and deceit, man, when they spoke. And guess what? Eve fell for the okie doke. Now, this is Genesis 3:2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, we shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And see, she knew the laws because she should have been told this motherfucker that. She knew it. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall surely not die. Ye shall not surely die. For Yahweh doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And I'm going to stop there and see there where Eve is. Eve always want power, always want to find a way of doing some shit, always want to find a way of being more than what she is. You know, especially the Judite woman. But in this case, it's the Northern tribe woman, man. When you look at this movie, man, the moment they sit up here and present these women with something, man, guess what? They ready to get up on it. Just present them with some type of power, something to do, something to be above and then to be more than what they really are. They want it, man. That's the problem, man. Always trying to find always trying to find that edge, always trying to find a way of being above somebody. The moment you give them something, the moment that they run away with it. And it shows in this movie. You know, the moment you give them something, the moment they run away with it. Point blank, period. Now, with that being said, that's just part of it. The main part I want to get to in this movie is that it just shows you the power that Eve wants to have, man. The power that Eve wants to have. And it shows a lot, man, with this motherfucker, that metal stamp that they put into you. So with that, man, let me sit up here and get, you know what? Actually, let me get Isaiah real quick. That Isaiah 14. This is Isaiah 14. Here it is. This is Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations? You know, and this is up here saying that these devils about to fall from they rulership, man. Right now, they sitting in the rulership, man. They sitting in that, they in their kingdom right now. They in their heaven, you know. They're enjoying all the little things that the Heavenly Father and them blessed them with. But all that's about to come to an end, especially these elites, you know. See, these elites know. See, the regular so-called white person don't know, man. And when all hell break loose, and when Yahweh shall break them clouds, they're gonna find out the hard way. It says, this is Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And see, that's what these damn devils want. They want total control of everything. Your life, what you're doing, what you're paying for, everything. And in this movie, like I said, even though it doesn't show that particular part, it does show what they want to put inside people to control. Because when you look at this movie, it's going to show you something that, you know, it's going to show you something. It's going to show you when this woman gets this little implant in her, it can control her. Like when she's about to go do something, and the moment she go do it, it's just like that movie. It's just like that episode in Black Mirror with the little girl. What was it called? Archangel. You know, her mom could press that button. The same thing happened in this movie. Old girl thought she was about to do something, and they cut her ass off. You know, these devils want to control. But see, I don't now. If it gets to that point, who knows? But we do know one thing: if you put it in you, they're gonna definitely be able to control the money, control your access to all your bank records, your IDs and everything. They're definitely gonna be able to control that stuff. You know, and even when they put this thing in her inside the movie, it showed up on her arm, all the stuff that it showed her. When you look at her arm, it showed like a diagram or a hologram of her heartbeat and everything. So this is what they want, man. This is what they want, to be just like the Most High, you know. And guess what? That time is coming up soon. And it's kind of funny that here it is in this movie. They got two women that look like Judites, but they actually from the northern tribe. And they got and here it is, they showing them putting this thing in them and showing all this stuff and ooh and ah and all this other stuff. And see, that's what's gonna get a lot of people. A lot of people gonna get trapped by sitting up and being tricked into thinking that this is the way to go. You put this in, you be smart, you're capable of doing this, you're capable of doing that, you're some super soldier, whatever the fuck you're gonna be, you know. All you doing is sitting up here about to get yourself destroyed if you're so-called Black, Latino, and Native American. So with that, let's sit up here and go to Revelations 13. And this is Revelations 13 and 11. Well, the point is further down, but I'm going to start at 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And that beast is going to be the EU, NATO, and these two horns, you're Republicans, man. You're Republicans, Democrats, man. They look like and it says like a lamb. See, they seem like they docile and they cool and they calm and they come in to help you, but they know what it says. And he spake as a dragon. That comes with them draconian laws, man, that they're gonna start passing, just like they did in 2020. If you don't take this, you can't go to work. If you don't take this, you can't come here. If you don't take this, you're gonna lose. That's what they do. Those are draconian laws. They're telling you to take something, and totally disregarding if you want to or not. They're enforcing it. And that's what they do. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And who's that first beast before him? That was the Roman Empire. This is Romans 2.0. This is the second coming of the Roman Empire. America, aka Babylon the Great, the whole beast system, which is the EU, sets itself up just like the Roman Empire. They Senate and they Senate, they government, they rules and regulations. People are going to sit up here and follow it. It says, Revelations 13:13, and he did great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And that's going to, the missiles, the bombs that they sit up here and drop during all these wars. And one of the main wars where they did it in was Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, when they dropped the atomic bombs. Now, they've been dropping bombs throughout the years, man, but those two bombs right there were two of the main bombs that they dropped, and guess what? Motherfuckers was like, damn, that made them feared. That made people fear them. And he deceived them, and this is Revelation 13:14, and he deceived them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And like I said, the Roman Empire, man, it was wounded and now it's back. It had its moment years ago, ended up being taken out for a brief moment, and now it's back. And now you got America, you got the EU doing the same thing over again. And now you got people sitting up here believing in this system and looking at the miracles and all this stuff. And what part of those miracles? This Bionics, the Elon Musk with his thing, making people be able to play video games and talk and all this other stuff with the computer, putting that thing in their head, And that's what's going to sit up here and get a lot of people. But it's Revelations 13:15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many that as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And there you go. Image of life. You talk about this system. You talk about the military might, they system, the religious system. People worship all this stuff, man. They believe in this shit, and they sit up here and they're gonna fall prey to it. A lot of people, and I'm talking about you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, because I care less about everybody else. And like I said before, the movie doesn't depict the buying and the selling. But what the movie does depict is the actual chip that they put inside, and it shows what it does, and it shows the power that this dude had once he did something with that chip. It stopped that woman from being able to move, or to being able to use the part that she had. And so this is Revelations 13:16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And there you go, Hey, this is going to be, and it's funny, like I said, this movie has, it shows the northern tribe, even though they look like two Jew-like women, but it just shows you how this motherfucking beast uses this television to program people. People going to look at these young ladies, and it shows them as young women growing up and all this other stuff, guys, because Eve is easily deceived, easily deceived, easily tricked into doing anything, especially by a so-called white man. The moment they get some power, the moment they give them something, the moment they jump on it. And a lot of y'all going to be destroyed, man, because you're going to sit up here and want to take this understanding that, hey, he calls it off, instead of, hey, you want to live in your luxuries for your brief moment, and that's going to get you destroyed. But the just gonna live by faith, man. We ain't gonna take that bullshit, and I pray I'm of that number, you know. But with that, man, yeah, I recommend brothers just to look at the movie. It's pretty decent. I mean, like I said, for a Netflix movie, it's not that bad. There's English dub. There's some woman worship. But hey, once you get past that, the movie, from what I've seen of the movie, at least up to that hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes, it was pretty decent. Like I said before, I'm going to watch the rest of it. I might do a second part to this just to see how the ending is. But with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Bob and Ball and Anya Habatam Akim. Shalom.